we have to do this. And he was trying to justify their tyrannical existence, what they were doing. So after this interview, I plan on going back down into Tulsa. I'm going to go to the local police and contact them. I'm just going to go into the police station and say, hey, I heard you guys are looking for me, and we'll see where it goes from there. But it's very disconcerting that you putting up a YouTube video is going to get you a visit from the police here in Austria.
Well, it shows that Bilderberg has incredible power and is in deep trouble. I want to come back and have you narrate with us, for radio listeners, the video of the checkpoint. There's audio as well. And this guy was bugging his eyes out at you, Rob. I mean, I would only look at somebody like that if I wanted to attack him. I mean, was he not bugging his eyes out at you? We're going to talk to Du when we come back on the other side of this quick break. You may have lost that phone connection. We'll see what's happening. Stay with us. We do have our reporters now connected to Skype video. If you're a radio listener, go to Infowars.com/show to find the free video feed. We're also on Ustream. Of course, the nightly news is subscriber at prisonplanet.tv. I am your host, Alex Jones. If you just tuned in, our reporters are covering the globalist meeting, the top globalist meeting that they kept secret for about 40 years. In the last 15 or so, we've blown it wide open. Thanks to Jim Tucker and, of course, the listeners of this broadcast, WorldNet Daily, Drudge Report, and many others. Now it's all over international press, and the Austrian police are flipping out. Federal police are looking for our reporters. They're not hiding. They're just getting it on record what happened before they go looking for them. And the sky's the limit. There's a tyrannical takeover taking place. In the next segment, I'll play the video of the checkpoint. Now that we have the connection with Du and others, then I have a special report by John Bound on how TPP is in trouble. And remember, this is the group behind it all. And the 150 members sit on all the other major boards and internationalist groups. But this is the very center of the spider web. This is just a continuation of the G7. Rob, Du, other points you think are important to make? They're about 6-7 miles away from Bilderberg, and other points that Josh Owens thinks we should know.
Well, before anything happened this morning, when we were leaving our hotel, we were talking to another blogger who's staying there at the hotel, and he said they've actually made the security perimeter, supposedly, smaller. So they said now we can walk up to the bus depot, and I think that might be in part due to some of the videos we put up, because I think somebody probably saw them and made a few phone calls and said, look, you can't treat people like this. So I think that was a pretty important development that happened overnight. I haven't looked at the report. I was just told that in Austrian press, the government issued an order or a decree, whatever they issued, that said they're shrinking the security perimeter, and it's not as big as it once was. So as we're getting closer to the event, the security perimeter is shrinking, which I think is a good thing, because this is taxpayer-funded security at this point.
Well, and plus a security perimeter that big won't work.
Right, exactly. You cannot have that much security. There's just no way to do it, and with that many people. And today they actually moved the checkpoint from down in Telsk up the mountain, probably 2 miles. So they actually moved the checkpoint up. They started installing porta potties there. So that's going to be the new checkpoint. And in the town of Mosen, it's a very small town. There's 2 hotels where we saw a bunch of police there. So I think that's where they're staying, which is right next to, right up the road from the second hotel that we have.
Yeah, you should go in there and have lunch. You should go in there and have lunch. Rob, let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question. Well, I forgot what the question was. Just go ahead.
Well, I am not too concerned. The fact that if they have a problem with me putting up YouTube videos, I'll gladly go there and have a dialogue. But I'm going to record it, and I'm going to let them know, hey, I'm recording this. If you have a problem with reporters, then just say you have a problem with reporters, and we can get that on the record. And then we can have more discourse, because that's the problem. Bilderberg is all based on secrecy. So we got to stop having the secrecy continue to ebb out in through the society and culture, that nobody can say anything about Bilderberg, nobody can say anything about security, nobody can say anything about anything. We just have to sit here, shut up, and take it as these elites come up here to this mountain retreat, invade this town, and put all these people essentially on lockdown. It's disgraceful.
And my question was, you went and talked to locals to see what they think about the situation. You were saying the old people were scared. I guess they've seen this before. They know how to submit. But you said the young people were just ignorant.
A lot of the young people, a lot of their answer was, I said, look, you have to put out a guess. What is the Bilderberg group? A music group? No, it's not a music group. And then I would explain to them what Bilderberg is. And I'm like, do you think we should have secret meetings? One guy actually said, yes, we should. And then I had to talk to him a little bit more. And then I said, I'm going to ask you again, do you think we should have these meetings in secret and we don't know what's going on? He's like, no, that's bad. He was with his two buddies who didn't speak much English. I said, listen, you need to go back to your house, look it up on the internet, and start talking to your friends about it, because that's the only way this is going to change. This is only going to change when we start talking about secret elite meetings that we can't talk about, that press are invited to. The head of The Economist is invited to. I mean, there's all kinds of, Bloomberg chief is there. Okay, but they're not going to talk about it.
Hillary Clinton's chief advisor is on the list. And look at this. They can only operate in secret, so they can tell the public none of these groups exist. Since they've told the public this forever, they're desperate to keep the public from learning that, no, actually, these groups do exist. Rob, great job. I want to come back and get Josh's take on what's happened in the last 24 hours. Then we're going to play the clip of the checkpoint. Then I'm going to get the John Bounds report. And then you guys are going to go out and try to find the federal police on video. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Cobra Leader.
You pathetic little worm. How dare you call me Mr. Cobra?
I don't know, but whoever's doing that Cobra voice is good. I mean, that is a dead ringer for the 1980s cartoon. That person has got skills as a voiceover person.
Cobra. Our Cobra forces are in control in Austria. We have the government serving us as we destroy their sovereignty. Hail Cobra! The foolishness of the public will allow the final takeover.
Oh, our reporters are so scared. The Special Ops Cobra team is after them. As if we didn't already know you guys are crooks. I always love it when I get a death threat or a dirty trick or something. Or the feds will be harassing me in person sometimes when I've covered Bilderberg or other events, and they'll be freaked out that I'm not scared, and I start laughing at them. And I've said on air too. Don't you get it? I already know that the government runs the child kidnapping rings and ships in the drugs. I already know you run the major mafias. I already know you kill people. What do you think I'm doing? I'm engaging you. Do whatever you're going to do. I'm not scum like you. You go to your daddy Satan anytime you want. I'll never join you. You understand that filth? Most of you are too cowardly to admit what side you're on. I know. Scum? Think you intimidate us? You don't do anything. Your criminal activities and your attempt to smash free speech will blow up in your face. So go ahead and play your cards. Put them on the table. Play your hand. Sick of it. Sick of you getting away with all your crap. And now you want to silence everybody worldwide and silence the press so you can have your way with the rest of humanity? So you can abort hundreds of millions of more babies every year worldwide? No! So you can kill old people? So you can put veterans on don't treat lists? So you can treat humanity like crap? Build a world where parasites and psychopaths run everything? No! Good people are stronger than you. We're going to get a hold of your arm, like Beowulf grabbing Grendel's arm. We're going to tear it politically out of the socket. And you already know we've got our hand on your arm. You're not going anywhere. You look over at us and say, you know, I'm big and evil. You don't think we don't already know what slime you are? Get it through your head. I know. I know. Do you understand? I know. I know. I know you better than you do. I know. You're a bunch of snakes to be trampled underfoot, and you will be in the dustbin of history. Excuse me, let me settle down before I get to these reports. Just police harassing our reporters, police trying to intimidate free speech, police trying to act like we're criminals and bad, makes me want to throw up while a bunch of criminals, known criminals, meet in secret on taxpayer dime, hoping we don't expose their criminal operations. We've already exposed them, and we're not going to stop. And it's not just InfoWars. We've already reached critical mass, and everybody knows it. It is my goal to face you. It is my goal. Escape is not our plan. Let's go ahead now. We're not cowards like you. We don't operate in packs like you. We're individuals. We value freedom above everything else. We value justice above everything. We value defense of the innocent above everything. I detest you. You hate us? I hate you right back. Let's go to Josh Owens. Excuse me, Josh. Go ahead. Give us your take. Josh Owens, reporter, Infowars.com. They're in Austria seeing the disgusting worship of tyranny, the disgusting police just rolling out a simpering, hateful red carpet against the locals, just brooding over them sycophantically, crouching down to lick the hands of the filthy, fetid Bilderberg, wart-covered proboscis of Henry Kissinger, vomiting delicious goodies into their mouths. Go ahead.
Josh Owens, Infowars.com. Surprisingly enough, when I got up this morning to leave this hotel to go meet Dew at the cabin, the police presence has ramped up an insane amount. When I pulled out of this hotel driving down the street, there were 15, 16 that I could see because the roads are windy up on this mountain of police caravans, vans, completely packed full, probably, what would you say, 20 policemen in each van behind me. So I swerved over. You can see the video on the Alex Jone channel. I swerved over and pulled the camera up, and you can see them just passing by the car, one after the other. The ones I got on camera, I think 14, 15, there were even more before that. It's just unbelievable that there are this many police out here, and it hasn't even started yet.
Well, when they violate free speech and protect these criminals from the light of exposure, not from violence, when they do this, they transmute themselves from police into true agents of evil.
Absolutely, and you can see the citizens in Austria, a lot of the people that we talked to today, that do talk to today, they had gone through checkpoints, and they didn't really seem to mind it that much. It didn't really seem to bother them that much. They were aware of the checkpoints. They weren't necessarily even aware of what was going on. So I think that means that this kind of stuff, probably not this level of intensity, but this kind of stuff probably happens frequently, and we're going to see it, and we see it now.
Yeah, it's good. Since time of Hitler, we do it. We keep it. Since Hitler, we like it. It's good. Hitler, good, yeah.
It's going to be interesting what the Cobra, if it is Cobra, has to say about whatever video we posted on YouTube.
Oh, my gosh. Cobra doesn't like it. Cobra doesn't like our free speech. You know what they can do? Up a rope, don't you, Josh?
I think so.
Well, hey, you guys seem very excited. Do already confronted this one out-of-control cop. Are you intimidated by them, Josh? You're not acting like it.
No, I'm not intimidated by them. And I'm actually, I don't want to say I'm excited, but I'm very interested to see what they have to say. Why are they coming back to the cabin that Dew is staying at, that we're based out of? Why are they coming back there to see our passports again and to talk to us about a YouTube video, as if a YouTube video is such a major threat to the masters that they're serving? It makes no sense.
Well, they think you're going to roll over like a dog, a whipped dog on your back and begin, it's just crazy. I mean, it shows how out of control government is. We just lost our Skype feed. Let's go to phone. Let's contrast that to the UK, where the police, we had over 3,000 people there. It was a huge event, international news. No one was arrested. One guy jumped the fence and was detained. We exposed it. The media had to admit, yeah, it's a bad thing. The Bilderberg's happening, probably illegal. In the U.S., the police leave us alone. Just no media covers it, just showing how controlled things are here. But in Austria, it's worse than third world police state Turkey, where we covered it. There, the police were like real apologetic, but we are told not to let you film it. Please don't. They get angry if we don't. They were just scared and then following us around, filming us and taking photos, but they look very embarrassed. In Austria, they just get off on it. What is it like for you, Josh, to see the ecstasy that these guys have prancing around in their uniforms?
Well, listeners can see in the video I posted last night of our confrontation at the checkpoint.